Our Johnsons, no!
Oh no!
Johnson!
Oh no!
3 Johnsons
Oh
down!
no!
Well, I'll pull out our Johnsons and we'll see what happens. Have you ever thought about introducing yourself as the And-Man? Like the
And-Man?
Yeah.
I mean, I like that. I've lately taken a liking, and it's my Discord username these days. Gus has referred to me as Andork.
There you go.
And I like that. That one's really resonated with me. That's a good one.
Well, for just one video, you should do like a, "What's up, guys? This is the And-Man here. And today, we're playing Halo Wars 2, baby."
Shocker there.
Yeah. I see you've been doing Age of Empires.
Yes, yeah, we've been doing that since launch. Can't believe AoE 4's been out for like almost 3 years, but Retold's coming out soon. I'm really excited for Retold.
I almost made a Marine, but then I remembered what we're doing, so.
That's right.
No Marines. And isn't there like a mythology game coming out? I saw.
Yes, yeah, AOM Retold. They just did a beta last weekend. That one I think is so similar to Halo Wars.
Really?
You know, it's you know, Ensemble made Halo Wars 1 and Age of Mythology, so they have a lineage there, but like there's later powers in that one.
We got the flood. We're good. We're good. Make some turrets.
Turrets, boys.
Take dish. Take dish. To distract them.
Okay. On it.
Good.
But yeah, Age of Mythology is real good. It's pretty easy to pick up coming from Halo Wars, and
yeah,
it'll be on Xbox. So
that game definitely looks fun. I think I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, you should. You should. Do you guys get siphon turrets or restoration drones?
I got the turrets.
Yeah, I got turrets.
Okay, I'll do the same.
I think it makes them cheaper too, doesn't it? Or no, not yet. Don't lose the Marines. Run, Marines, run!
The drops. Yeah, it's the drops. Oh, they go right into the cringe, huh?
They're shooting my Marines.
Oh, no! I got you.
Oh, you just saved my life. You just saved my life. Yeah, they went right for it. But at least it's the flood. We'll be okay.
Insta into the cringe. This is legendary, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Now, we did this on a stream, I don't know, like 6 or 8 months ago. We died at like 75 or something.
You weren't with me.
That's right. That was the issue. That was the issue.
Yeah. Gotta get good. Gotta get really good to know how this works. It's very complicated business with the Terminus Firefight. You know. It's.
So are you disappointed that there's only one map?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I just messed up.
What did you do?
I instinctively picked bunker.
I also picked bunker. That's good.
Oh,
we want the bunker.
too, yes.
Oh, we do want the bunker.
Yeah,
okay.
Put your Marines in. Put your Marines in here.
Run, boys.
No,
Yeah,
so going back to the map thing, I actually like in one of my previous videos came up with like ideas for one, kind of like the state of the Halo Wars 2 video. And I was thinking like it would have been cool if like say all 3 of our bases were over here, kind of like a little like U shape. And they could only come from one way, but like they would come hard, and like they have like little like I can't remember that one mission for the Awakening Nightmare DLC with Pavium. It was like hold the line or something.
Yeah, yeah, and you had to keep moving back.
Yeah, like it was kind of like
Goliaths.
a retreat, almost like that.
Yeah, you had to make Goliaths and clear the rubbish.
Yeah, I always thought that was a cool concept. And I wish they would have brought it back to like the actual like a map for this.
Yeah, the game is too like there's too many different things that they tried to do. Like there's Blitz, there's like 3 different campaigns. You know, you got Blitz Firefight, Blitz PvP, and Terminus Firefight, Awakening the Nightmare. Like there's just so much stuff. They have the Flood, even though you can't play as the Flood unless you mob the game. You know, like I feel like sometimes I feel like less could have been more in Halo Wars 2.
It's kind of true, honestly. Like, especially like they even have like Blitz Firefight, which it's like
Yeah, that.
I guess like, I don't know. They definitely put a lot of resources into Blitz, you know, and it really flopped.
Well, I was surprised that with Blitz that they didn't do something like, for example, make Blitz like free to play all on its own, like spin off.
Yeah.
A
That's what I
client.
was thinking.
Right.
Or like
to get that attraction.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, put it on Steam. Maybe even like some sort of mobile version of it. You know, I'm not really all that bothered by.
Yeah, I agree.
But they never released really any new card packs. Like that was what did you expect what was going to happen? I don't know. It's so bizarre.
And that was kind of their main like monetization too, was the Blitz packs. Other than like the DLC, but I mean, once you get the DLC, you have the DLC. Like, I think it would have been cool if like you got skins per se, or like
useless skins in multiplayer.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like incentivize playing Blitz to linking that to the skins in multiplayer, because there's actually a lot. There's actually a lot of them. Like Isabel's lockdown tanks.
Yeah.
Like that's a really good.
Yeah,
skin.
those are cool. So, are we building Colossus when we get to T3, or are we waiting for a specific round?
Just like as soon as you can get to T3, go ahead and start churning them out.
Okay.
Show us your godly skills of getting to T3.
I'm about to research it right now.
Well, like when they first marketed the game, on Twitter they had like a little mini game you could do with like Isabel.
Watch this Marine here. Watch this Marine.
Oh, I'm good. I'm keeping control of it.
He's gonna get eaten by the flood. I see him.
Oh no.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Yeah, get back in the bunker. But sorry, what were you saying?
Oh yeah, no. Like on Twitter they had a game, and basically like if you, I mean it was almost impossible to lose, but if you beat Isabel, you got like 2 free skins. You got the banished like white covering, and then you had the Unity camouflage.
Huh, I had no idea about that.
Yeah. I mean there's subtle differences, but it's still cool to have. Like,
wait, how do you unlock that?
oh, it was on Twitter when the game. It was a huge marketing thing on Twitter for the game.
I have those skins,
like
but you said there was a way to like unlock them without buying it.
Yeah, it was through. Oh, you just bought it?
I mean, like a long time. Whenever a game first came out, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. No, on like you were able to go into like the messages, like almost like you're messaging, DMing someone on Twitter.
Oh,
but an AI.
Yes, I do remember this.
Yeah,
I do remember
it's like
this.
That was cool. That was a cool concept.
I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that was actually really ahead of its time, because now you like actually do that on Twitter.
More cringe coming in.
Goodbye to the cringe. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
That felt good.
Watch that Marine. Oh, put him in the other bunker. Bunker hop. That was some pro.
I was gonna say that just saved.
Yeah, we need to get our Marines the rockets. Help combat this cringe.
That is a good point. The rockets.
I'm like a little afraid to make my Johnson. Like,
me too.
I'm gonna start.
I'm getting Colossus up right now.
I'm gonna start making Colossus here. And some siege boys coming in.
Siege. Always need some siege.
Oh, I see the first Colossus on the field here.
Actually, that's a second. He's already got one. He's kind of beating
us
right now.
Oh my! I mean,
Colossus are on the field, sir.
Was it any surprise who was going to be the first to have the best micro?
Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, I kind of wish that, like, you know, it just got a little bit more support. I mean, I've said that so much over the years, but
yeah,
I don't think what we wanted as a community was a whole heck of a lot. Like, yeah, sure, more leaders would have been cool, like especially playing as the Flood and things like that. But you know, just more maps.
Yeah,
fix the bugs.
More maps. Like yep. There's one map that would have been really cool that the modders have tried to make into a multiplayer map, but I guess it's just been too difficult. Is the tutorial map is actually inside the
oh yes,
the Spirit of Fire.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And it's kind of like this, you know, because again, I feel like creating like the setting, right, and the aesthetic is like, it takes a lot of time, right, and resources, and it's like, why not just use that, you know?
Yeah.
No, my Marines.
Oh crap.
Oh.
Did you lose him?
No, he's good. He's one bar.
I wasn't. I gotta keep an eye out. Keep making this here, and they'll shoot at that.
I wish I had Stomp.
Guys, I have a Colossus. I just want to let everyone know I am doing the challenge.
There we go. There we go.
All right, we gotta start locking it down. Looks like, yeah, you already started over there.
I gotta say, there's one thing that bothered me, like on a personal level, was they added Fort Dean, or I guess in this game, Fort Jordan, but only for private matches. And then, like, half, you know, like, asked it, like, there's no, like, the main features of it.
Yeah, I mean, that was like one guy, you know, like literally one man made that.
Yeah, we tested that back in the day.
And it's glitched.
I've like never had any issues. I don't know why. I've never had any like a visual glitch. I've seen pictures of them and whatnot.
It's just, it's too big of a map.
Yeah.
The scaling is way off.
Right. That's true. Yeah, that was one of the things I actually liked about it though, was that it was big. Like I agree, it's definitely too big for, you know, like an actual match and whatnot, but it was kind of refreshing to have a map that just wasn't just like, you know, three lanes, even though it kind of is 3 lanes, but it's so big, you know, the lanes are so big that it kind of negates that. So I don't know, it was a little bit of a change of pace, you know, compared to like Highway, for example.
Oh, Highway, I can't stand Highway.
See, my least favorite map is Vault.
Vault.
Yeah.
Vault. Why don't you like Vault? What did it ever do to you?
I like Vault. Yeah, I like Vault. That map can be too big as well.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's just the base setup is weird.
Is that the one that's like? Isn't it a callback to that Halo Wars 1 map on Arcadia? That like where your bases are. Vault's
no,
the 2v2
that's like
map,
Century.
Right? Oh,
no,
yeah,
Vault,
of course.
it's like the grassland, and that one's really glitched right now.
Well, we all know Andy's favorite map is Century.
Oh,
yeah, that's my favorite map too. That's like the best map in the game.
It's yeah, it's a beautiful map.
I saw you did saw you did a tier list a hot minute ago. What did you give Century? Did you give it S tier?
It is S tier. Yes. Along with Badlands.
Yes.
Good deal.
Badlands is a little tease though. I see Badlands.
It is.
Like, oh, I could have got Century, but
we almost actually could have beaten our record a few months ago. We did like it was like a 4.5 hour game on Badlands, and I kind of got impatient. I was like, let's just win, and I wasn't even thinking about the record really, which was like 5.5 hours. We totally could have. So our previous record still stands at 5.5 hours. I want to get to 6 one day, but I'm starting to think that that's not going to happen.
5.5 hours, and then they quit, or then they they quit after 5.5 hours. Really, it doesn't matter, you know, if they. Right. It's that we didn't lose. You know, they can kind of do whatever they want. I mean, like, does anybody win in a Super Turtle? You know.
Oh, the viewers do, 100%.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's the only winners, if you think about it. I mean, it is kind of, when you think about it, you know, the time commitment, you know, to a game like this, right? I mean, even Terminus Firefight, right? Like, just for your casual player, right? Like, if you beat this, right, it's a 3-hour, you know, experience. You know, it's a Lord of the Rings movie from start to finish.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And there's no way to save. There's, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, I get it.
There could have been a more like streamlined experience that wasn't just so long, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in general I'm not a fan of Firefight ending. because like it does in Halo 5. Like that really bugs me.
Right.
And I can't remember if it does in Infinite.
It does.
It does. Yeah. See, I don't like that.
I haven't played too much of it in Infinite.
I still think it's peak in like Reach was when it was really perfected. Like ODST is great too. Don't get me wrong, but Reach, you know, they did such a good job with Firefight that. I mean, Halo 5's was pretty cool as well. Like, you know, talking about Halo 5 real quick. I mean, sure, like, is the story awful? Yes. But did they, like, do some, like, different things to make the multiplayer really, really cool? Absolutely. Like, the multiplayer of Halo 5 with the rec system, the rec packs.
Yeah.
Like, I get it's kind of cringe with getting packs and, you know, pay to win and all that sort of stuff. I get it, but, like...
Confetti.
When you're doing that kind of firefight, you could like just activate a blitz card, or not a blitz card, a rec card, and like just get like a OP tank or something.
Right.
And like that was fun.
Yeah, there is like a factor to that is exciting when it's not necessarily like versus play. Like it doesn't seem cheap, you know. Like it's okay to beat up on the AI, but yeah, just to call in like, you know, an Ultra Banshee and you know, just like wreak havoc on like some 12-year-olds is like that's an experience. Sure, it's something, but you know, also there's also the factor of like losing it, you know, like getting hijacked or something, right? It feels so much worse, you know. And I found myself back in the day just getting like actually like super triggered, right? Like if like I got fucking EMP'd, you know, and they stole my Ultra Banshee, I would be like actually mad. And I was like, I need to take a step back from this. This isn't the experience that I want, right? When I game, I want it to be a little more relaxing, you know.
Well, there's even there are even some modes in there too. What was it called? It was called something that Call of Duty. Oh, Warzone. It was called Warzone.
Yes.
And it was PvPvE. If you recall, like there were two teams, and then there would be like Forerunner troops that would show up, or Covenant troops, and you would get like extra points for taking them out. That was really, really cool.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was. And then they abandoned it. It's like they abandoned everything good about Halo 5 and just kind of were like, all right.
So, what are your all's thoughts on the TV show getting canceled?
I was just thinking about that, actually. Honestly, I think it's bad. Like, for a lot of different reasons. Like, yeah, the season 2 wasn't good. Like, pretty universally, right? But at the same time, like, I hate when shows, like, hold back, you know, for, like, the next season, and then it gets canceled, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, because then it just ends on such a cliff. I equated to, like, you know, the Han Solo movie Disney made.
I've never seen it.
Well,
I love that movie.
Well, spoilers.
Oh no, please.
It ends with like Darth Maul just like showing up, and then it ends, and it's like a cliffhanger, and it's supposed to be like, oh, Darth Maul's gonna be in a future thing, right? And then he's not. He's never in, you know, a movie or anything, and it's like, I mean, he was in the Clone Wars show, but that's like after, you know, it's like doesn't really count. So it's just like, it doesn't even make sense if you just watch it like on its face, you know what I mean? It's like, why was Darth Maul there? And I think that's the same for like when they do this and they hold back with shows, and then you're just left with like not the worst taste in your mouth because there's no resolution, essentially, right? So in this case, we see, you know, season 2 ends with Master Chief talking to Guilty Spark, and he's covered in what looks like maybe like some flood guts and whatnot, right? So it's like, we'll never get like that resolution of like what happened, you know?
Yeah. I really, like, actually, of all things, like, my wife, she's not a gamer by any means whatsoever, but like, she was actually curious in the Halo show. She's like, let's watch it. And
yeah, I
was like, I mean, are you, really? We're gonna do this? So like, I really gave it a shot for like 5 episodes, and I'm like, I cannot take this anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's.
You didn't finish it.
No, I couldn't even. No, I got to like episode. Oh, wow. I think it was episode 5. They were like on some sort of like colony on an asteroid or something.
Yeah.
And there was like this roller coaster ride that they were on, and I'm like, what even is this that we're talking about right now?
That was the first season, right?
Yeah, first season.
Yeah. Okay. Did you watch season 2?
No.
Oh, you didn't watch it at all. Okay.
It's a big. I mean, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say big improvement, but it's kind of ramping up.
It's like the good things got better and the bad things got worse. Namely, like Chief's face. Like they showed Chief's face way more in the second. Like, they doubled down on that for sure. To the point where he doesn't even have his armor during the Battle of Reach. He's like just a guy. It's like
yeah.
It's like why? Like why? We don't think about what your audience wants to see, right? We want to see Master Chief on Reach fighting.
They kept like deliberately going against the source material. And they're like, it's going to be better this way. And everyone's like, no.
Right.
No, it's not, actually.
Yeah, like, that's what we like about it. We like the source material. I don't know why it's such, like, a hard thing for, you know...
I actually find the fall of both Halo and Star Wars, like, they're pretty similar.
They actually are, yeah.
Like, if you go back and, like, even from a timeline perspective, like, they actually start falling, like, right around the same time. Like 2010-ish, like, because that's when Halo 4 came out. That was also right around the time that Disney was going to buy Star Wars. I'm not saying Disney ruined Star Wars. I mean, I think that argument could be made.
It is made. It is made.
I'll say it.
Well,
Disney ruined Star Wars.
Sure. I mean... I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I can see it both ways because, like, they have given us some great stuff. Like, Rogue One is awesome. The Force Awakens is awesome. And that's kind of it. I mean, I actually am a defender of the Obi-Wan show. Like, I think the Obi-Wan show is freaking fantastic.
I like it.
There were some, questionable things, but overall, yeah.
Because I'm such a fan of the prequels because, like, that was my era of Star Wars.
Right,
like, you know, like my uncle or my dad, like, they're the original trilogy. But for me, when I was a kid, you know, the prequels were out in theaters.
Right.
And so, like, that's my Star Wars. And so, like, for them to go back to that, like, get so much of that cast back was so cool to me.
I think what it boils down to with that show is it's strange that, like, they're
oh crap.
There wasn't like the insane amount of budget for that you might expect, right? So you can over here you can fence this off. We have the Pelican, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Oh.
Yeah, make sure you get in that.
Yeah, I was gonna pull back.
Yeah, let's just wall it all off, and yeah, same over here. We'll just do.
There we go.
Walls,
all right.
And then we'll funnel everybody this way.
Okay, I like that.
But yeah, like, for example, like the Acolyte show, I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but I saw that every episode of that show has the same budget as like the new Godzilla movie. Which is insane.
It's like, where did it go?
I think like every episode's like maybe $10 million or something like that, or maybe like 20. I have to look it up. I know the overall budget for the show was like, I think 110 million or something, right? And that is kind of weird, you know. It's like you're saying, what do they do with that? Like, are they like embezzling over there? What are they, you know? Like, I mean, some of the episodes are like 25 minutes long, and it's like, and not a crazy amount of action, but I will say the Acolyte, it does have really good
choreography.
Yeah, really good fights, really good choreography. I actually think they're better than like the choreography in the sequel trilogy. Some of the fights in there for sure. Yeah. So it's kind of refreshing to see. But yeah, I think you're right though. Halo and Star Wars are kind of like in the same boat. I think people want like an original flavor, you know, of the show. Like so.
Well,
that's
you know,
where I'm at.
No, I totally agree with you. You know, I think with Star Wars, like, it's just they I mean, Halo does the same thing, but it's like I don't understand how this can be that popular or important of a cultural piece of entertainment, and yet they contradict themselves all the time with stuff where they're like, you know, I don't even watch the Acolyte show. Like, I really cannot be bothered. But they were like, you know, the lightsabers turn, the color turns based on like their feelings or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that.
And so, like, I saw this argument on Twitter that made a lot of sense. And it's like, so Anakin was good when he was, you know, slicing down all those younglings.
Yeah, people don't like. I mean, I don't like that either. They're just like changing stuff, you know.
So
like,
I haven't looked too deep into it, but I'm not defending it either. I guess Soul's lightsaber was like split to the point where the crystal showed. So basically, like, because that is how you bleed a crystal, is like with the crystal itself. So I guess it was exposed. So with all her hate and stuff, I'm not defending it. I didn't see it. I had to go back and rewatch. But I mean, if that's the case, then that is reasonable. But
there was such a good. I didn't read any of the Star Wars books because I know like now like that's a complete mess since the Disney acquisition because like they like there's something that's canon and non-canon. There's like millions of books in like each category now, but like there was a family tree shown of the Skywalker family lineage from those novels. It was actually like pretty cool, and like that's completely ruined from the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is like they really had a good blueprint for what they could have just, you know what I mean? Like they could have just retold, you know, with a little bit of flavor, right? Like those stories. Like a lot of people don't know Luke has like a wife. Her name starts with an M. What is it?
Mara Jade.
Mary Jane?
Mara Jade. M-A-R-A. Jade.
Yeah. So essentially, you know, all that like you're saying is just like abandoned, or I guess they could like fill that in. I mean, if they wanted to.
Yeah, I don't know. It's.
But will they? Probably not. I
don't know. It's very painful at the moment. I
need some help here, boys.
Ooh.
There you go. I'm getting stunned.
All right, let's group all of our Colossi up over here, and yeah, just keep rebuilding this.
What if I told you I'm stuck? I have to wait for my Pelican to come back.
I wish I could lend you my Pelican. That's fine. It comes back pretty quick, I feel like, the Pelican.
Yeah, it's almost back.
By the way, did anyone ever make their Johnson? I still haven't made mine.
I made mine. He's in this bunker right here.
Yeah, mine's in mine as well.
Alright, I'll make him.
Oh, I gotta keep upgrading him. Yeah, I'm curious, like, what the future is with Star Wars. Like, I think I personally think that they're pumping out too much of it, and it's like, I think it's starting to ruin what made it special. Like, I heard on a podcast one time, and it really resonated with me. Is like part of like what makes Star Wars so special is it comes and it goes. Like, it shows up, and you love it, and then it goes away for a while, and then you learn to miss it.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Now when you get a show like every 6 weeks. And the shows generally aren't very good.
Right.
You know, it's like, well, like, what is this?
It's starting to feel like Marvel.
Yeah. Oh, I can't even.
With the release.
That's another one I can't even. I used to be such a huge... Like, Endgame was the end of the MCU, in my opinion. Like, you could...
100%.
I mean, maybe... there were a couple others, like, post-Endgame, like, Spider-Man was awesome, and Guardians 3 was awesome.
The Loki show was pretty good. I like the Loki.
Yeah, Loki show was great too, but like, they're so like She-Hulk was awful.
Yeah.
The Marvels was awful. Oh, they're doing that thing where they.
Sorry to interrupt, but hey, Nucci, you know what time it is?
What?
Bandit raid.
I didn't even realize. Yeah, keep remaking this. Yeah, let's see how we're doing. So yeah, let's upgrade over here. Try to do the bunker barricades with Johnson. You can basically see like the whole map if you get the bunker barricade.
Oh really? Oh, is that from?
Yes, especially on the exteriors.
Remote sensors.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think you can leave that there. I think these guys will like they'll go this way. So I think it's okay if you keep that there.
Okay.
And then we gotta start getting all the bases on all the mini bases. So we'll take turns.
To max out our pop.
Yep. And anyone want to go first for that, or anyone feel inclined?
There's a retriever there.
Yeah, this is actually a good wave to start doing it. With the
boss waves are the best.
The boss waves, so yeah.
I'll start.
All right, so let's get eyes on this. We'll have to destroy these in the center. Yeah, you'll have to destroy all these. Unfortunately, we've already got eyes on that.
You want me to destroy them now?
Yeah, go ahead, because we got a minute with the retriever.
All units suited and booted.
All right, yeah, and then I'll drop a bunker here. And the retriever will be coming around there soon. But I think we'll be okay. We just want to actually not kill it yet. So.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Can I have some resources, please?
Give this man all your money.
Oops, wrong one.
Okay, I'm at 138 pop.
I'm gonna stun it. Oh wait, we need another bunker here.
I just used mine.
Alright. Build it, hurry. Yeah, just keep stunning it. You got 30 seconds, and then yeah, you'll need a lot of pop, or you need a lot of resources to, do you have it all queued up? Do you need more money?
Okay, that's all I can do for now.
Are you at max pop?
I'm at 183 pop.
Is that max?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't destroy that one.
Ah! Oops. You got this. You can still do it.
Turn around. No! Avoid the base!
Oh,
you
no!
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It's alright. Another... You can still do it. Somehow, maybe. Oh, you need eyes on this, too.
Oh, boy. It's too late. I got 183, though.
I think,
You might get it. You might get it.
Yeah, you might be able to get it. You just gotta spam... Just spam the button. Just queue up the Colossi.
All units.
By the way, this is working really well. I forgot to mention.
Yes, it is.
Alright, do it. Get it. Get
You
it.
can't! They destroyed one!
Oh, no!
Alright.
Oh, crap.
I'm at 183, though,
Yeah,
so...
that's still a lot. Still a lot.
Yeah, that is.
I got 20.
That is a
I
lot.
got 20.
It is a lot.
So are we gonna wait for the next heavy boss to cycle it, or are we gonna try it?
We can like get as close as we can to it during these rounds, but yeah.
They'll destroy the exterior ones, but interior will want to probably get started, so we're not have that time limit.
And you can, I would put more siege there, and you're gonna have to destroy this base eventually, but we'll do siege here eventually. This is a good spot to do it, because then they all just walk by. Your siege will mess them up.
Nothing but siege. That's why I love. That's why I love playing as like Pavium or Anders here, because you get so much.
Right. Yeah, if you get a Pavium base up here on the high ground,
yeah.
Well, do you guys know the trick with a colony?
With the
skitters and the barrels?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I love that one.
I'm sure I showed you that.
No, I'm pretty sure I saw on YouTube from this guy, really good gamer.
Oh yeah. I hate that guy.
Yeah.
There's so many people.
You wanna go next?
Yeah, I can go next. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Axios, destroy your bases.
For this base. Your services are no longer needed.
So there's so many what?
Oh, I was just gonna say there's so many content creators who kind of vanished. I mean, I mean, it has been 7 years, so
yeah,
that's understandable.
That's wild. It's wild to think about. This game's been out for 7 years.
I might need money. I don't know.
2017.
2017?
Yeah, 2017.
That's
I was in fucking senior year of high school.
That's wild, dude. Absolutely wild. Right,
they keep destroying everything.
Yeah, just take what you can. I mean,
I was gonna say, it's wave 28, so next wave should be, I think, an easy wave also. So if we can get started.
Yeah. And then just keep an eye on your boys here. We got hunters pushing up.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just been struggling with this game a lot lately. Like, I uninstalled it, reinstalled it, uninstalled it, did mods, reinstalled it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's not a whole lot of incentive to, you know, keep playing. But at the end of the day, like, you know, if you're an RTS gamer, there is something that just kind of draws you back to it eventually.
And I mean, my channel's kind of known for this game, so.
Yeah. I think, oh, watch it. You got one boyo. Let's drop a bunker there. Oh, we can.
Ooh, 140.
Our base is under attack.
Oh yeah, we got direct air, direct air. Protect the terminus. Let's get some anti-air on those turrets there, Ant-Man.
Some anti-manti heard.
I think we're good. Oh, we got hunters broke. How'd they even get there? Oh, they broke through.
Yeah, they keep breaking through that one spot. Doesn't matter how many times I upgrade it.
You just gotta keep building it. They'll reroute.
So going back to the Star Wars topic, and because we're playing Halo Wars 3, you guys excited for the new rumored RTS?
What's that?
New
The Total War.
Total War, Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm all for it. I think that'd be pretty dope. If done correctly. We'll see what happens. I guess
it just makes me like, I'm excited for it. Don't get me wrong. It's just I'm shocked that like we haven't had a Halo Total War, right? Like, just, you know, we've had a Warhammer. We've had 3 Warhammer ones. We might have a Star Wars one.
Upgrade this.
I don't know. I want to see them expand the IP more, and they just won't do it. It's either 343 makes it or no one does, and that's
I think
really aggravating.
I think like, you know, trusting the IP with oh, you got Johnson over here.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Oh, dadgum.
You know, trusting the IP, you know, with some other studios that's not Ubisoft would be nice. Oh, we got a scarab. We gotta do the thing. We gotta do the thing, boys.
I am at 149.
One here.
I'll try distracting.
One here.
I'm out of money. I apologize.
Oh, don't apologize. Nucci's always asking for money.
Hey, I've been better about it. Been better. Apparently, taking a break from this game has helped my micro.
Okay.
Or my macro.
I've noticed this as well. Like with Halo Wars 2, like I think this has been the worst year for it since the game came out. Like, my views have dropped a lot.
Right there. Yeah, I think
one more.
even just like, you know, when there's like the year anniversary and like they put out like a song, you know, it's kind of like, okay.
Well, they were hyping it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was what was so stupid. Yeah, I'll get that.
They were. I didn't even know they were hyping it up. Delete this. Make it a trap. That'll mess up their pathing.
Oh yeah, I was only doing it for the slow on Scarab.
Oh, I gotcha.
But I forgot, you know, Scarab will walk over it.
I just need to get this and then.
Scarab does what it wants. Do you still need money? Probably.
No, I think that's good. Thank you. I'll be at 2 hundo. Never been 2 hundo in a Halo Wars game before.
That's right. We do it big here. This is the strategy. This is how it's done.
All right, so now that I'm at 2 hundo, should I destroy them all?
Yeah. Or they'll destroy them. But
okay.
Yeah, I'll be next, and then we'll just like build what we need to like hold them off and actually make like the turrets and stuff.
Yeah.
So, hey, let's all drop our siege up here behind this base. Have a little siege party.
Siege yet.
What do you mean? What have you been
What
buying?
do you mean? What I mean? I got bunker drop, Mac blast, 2 restoration drones, Pelican transport, mech overcharge, and digging in deep.
And in that, you never thought? Well, I don't have mech overcharge, so I guess I can't talk.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. Are we talking about Star Wars? I got distracted.
We were talking about Star Wars.
I like Star Wars. There's one change to Star Wars I would make that actually would be, I guess, kind of a big change. But I just think it would make it better if instead of their lightsabers, you know, have like that big red button that they have to press to like turn lightsaber on and off. If they just had to like use the Force to like activate the Kyber crystal, I think that'd be a good change, objectively, instead of just like, you know, a button. I don't know. I just thought, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I mean, it's kind of silly. You think about it. It's just like a big red button when instead it could be like
there. I got my turret.
Something kind of more like wizardy, you know.
I mean, this might sound really painful to Star Wars fans out there, but like I've never really actually been all that into Star Wars. Like, you know, I love the only 3 movies that I absolutely love are probably like Empire Strikes Back, Revenge of the Sith, and Rogue One. Not to say the rest of the movies are bad. It's just it's kind of like
style, yeah.
Sometimes when like I love fantasy stuff with fiction, but it's like when it goes way far out there with the fiction, like I start losing interest. Like, for example, like I love Game of Thrones. Like I think that universe is so sick.
Yeah.
But if you go too far, you end up in Lord of the Rings, and like that's just
right.
It bores me to tears.
I always think that's interesting how, like, I call it like the fantasy, right? It's like, it's like the same, you know, across the board. I guess it's just like folklore and stuff, right? That like influences, you know, this stuff. But it's, you know, like with elves and like all that stuff. Like you're saying, like, you're right. Game of Thrones is just like kind of like Lord of the Rings adjacent, you know? But,
well, like there's George R.R. Martin was like, you know, he did say like he doesn't want to like include like elves and all of these like goblins and ghouls and things like
even like the magic system I like in Game of Thrones because it's like it's very rare, right? But it's like there, you know.
Yeah, like it's
like
more of an anomaly than like everyone has it.
Exactly, and that's what makes it kind of cool, I think.
So. I don't know. It's like that's also why like I think I never really got into Warhammer as well. Like I think that's just a little bit too far out there for me. Kind of similar with like Dungeons and Dragons. It kind of has me wary of like Baldur's Gate. I'm really gonna try and
I love Baldur's Gate.
Enjoy it.
Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
I ordered the physical on PS5, so it should be here soon. And then I'll.
Hey, everyone, bomb these boys.
I don't have my EMP Mac recharged yet. I apologize.
It's okay.
I'll distract it with the bunker though.
All right, if you want to destroy, if you want to destroy the bases, I'll start taking them. Maybe we'll get a hive mind. That's the other thing about this Terminus Firefight. I never understood why. Yep, there it is, hive mind. Perfect, guys. We're actually getting really lucky, to be honest. Like this is a cakewalk.
Good.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
Good.
But like nothing like scales, like it's like the laziest kind of scaling they have for this. It's just like enemies do more damage, you know.
Look at all the Goliaths. I'm sorry to interrupt. Look at all the Goliaths. Look at all of them. There's like 70 Goliaths right here.
You mean Colossi?
The Colossus, that's the one.
Yeah.
I'll get roasted in the comments for that, and I deserve it.
Well, no, that was the thing I was getting at is like there's not the DLC units, and then like like the scaling is lazy where like units just do more damage. Yeah, I need eyes on this. I'll drop a bunker. I'm gonna need some money here soon.
Oh, this one's mine. Let me destroy that.
I need eyes on this and that.
Oops, wrong person.
Like
I fell for that as well.
It would be cool if they actually like scaled like the hive mind, the what's it called?
The hive commander.
Hive commander, yeah. Like instead of just like they just send one. Like imagine if like 10 were coming at us right now. Like that would actually be like exciting, you know.
Yeah.
Well, look at the Banished leaders. They don't upgrade at all.
I'm taking fire.
Like in this.
Yeah, like the Banished leaders in this, they have the same amount of health and everything.
I think we did. Okay, good. We didn't kill it. We need this. Yeah, we need to not kill the hive commander. So we can get the full
there, I got bunker drop.
All right.
Because like if you look, every other hero and stuff upgrades gets more health, and like the health harder to kill.
I never
but
noticed
those Banished leaders are like the same small bar, same amount of damage, everything.
I got you.
Yeah, I never noticed that, but you're right. Or even just like there is a mod. I don't know if it's still active, but you used to be able to, or you can only play it single player, but it added the DLC units to the rounds, and it was really fun to like fight like just a shit ton of like Goliaths and stuff.
I was in cannon fodder.
Yeah, cannon fodder, exactly. Or like a wave of arbiters would come at you, and it was like actually fun. Like that's the thing is like they have all these Oh.
Sorry, I had to make the noise.
No, you're good. They have all these, you know, resources in the game and that they've made, but they're not. You know, they never really used them to their full potential. You know.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, I just want them to add it to Steam. That's the only thing I want. Then
Yeah, I fought for that.
Easier.
I fought for that for years.
Yeah.
I don't know. Will we ever see a Halo Wars 3? I really don't know. I mean, I can.
Aren't there rumors for one?
If they finish the story of Halo Wars 2 in like a book or something, I will actually be like mad.
Right.
You know.
No, I will. I would be as well. I mean, the problem is that we've waited so long for them to even begin talking about the story, and you know, it's left on a cliffhanger. Sometimes I think it's like they've done it on purpose. They not finished the story in a book or something because it's been 7 years and we've seen literally nothing.
Oh, and then even to like, it's so annoying because then even like with you know, Halo Infinite, like they put the Banish in the game, which I think was the right move and everything. But then they took Atriox out of the game. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, why? Like it could have just, you could have continued the story a little bit in that sense, where it's like, oh, the big bad guy from this game is now, you know, in this game. But no, they're like, oh, let's just make a totally new, you know, totally new guy, who was basically just like another Decimus, you know.
Right.
So
he
I don't
was.
know. Yeah.
So I actually also talked about like that in one of my videos, and it's like, what would you guys like to see in Halo Wars 3? Like, whether it's gameplay, unit-wise. Like I said, they should, you know, add maybe skins as their like pay. I think they should bring back old units like the Cobra, Vampire.
Yeah.
Definitely the Vampire for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I could see the Cobra maybe not like in this game because they brought out the Kodiak, which is cool, but
they could make it
Kodiak
more like, they could make the Cobra more like the lockdown elephant, or not the elephant, with the Rhino from Halo Wars 1. Like make it more tanky, not just like have a wall of Cobras that just melts all vehicles. You know, have it like be a kind of like a super unit, kind of like the Colossi, honestly. So
I think there's two things that I would appreciate. First is actually for them something not to do, which I do not want them to do space battles. I don't know why everyone wants that to happen. That is that's not what Halo Wars is. If you want space battles, do Sins of a Solar Empire. There's a Halo mod for it called
oh, we're just melting that air. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, what's it called? Sins of the Prophets. That's the one.
Yeah, I've seen that. Never
so like,
it,
if you want your Halo space battles, it's already there. So I don't know what the point is of that.
Guys, we're just melting these Hornets. This is like amazing, actually, to witness.
They deserve
it.
I just feel like there's not enough like actual like gameplay for air. Like where you can like, I don't know. I just don't see like there being enough content for it.
No, I agree with you. There's not enough
tanks coming up.
I think if you want to do a Halo space battle game, you should, but it should not be a Halo Wars title. Like it should be something else. Like it should be completely different. You know, but then again, you already have that in Sins of the Prophets. Like just do that, and they're making a sequel to Sins of a Solar Empire, the base game that mod's based off of, and then the mod is getting a sequel as well. They've already announced all of this, so I feel like it's almost redundant a little bit at that point because that mod team does really, really good work. I've covered their videos a little bit or their content in the past. You know, so like they always do good stuff. I'm not worried about that. But I think with Halo Wars, like it just needs to kind of go back to continue what makes it good. Like you want to make it as people need to remember like what makes Halo Wars so good is it's accessible with the controller, and it works. And it's easy to pick up for both RTS and Halo fans. If you go into space, I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
You're going to lose some of that magic.
All right, real quick. So
yeah, please.
When we I'm looking at the map here. All right, let's kill these guys, and then we're gonna get a picture for the thumbnail because we got the full. Everyone's like close to 200 now.
Okay.
So let's like I'm gonna put the camera over here, like over the. I'm gonna destroy this base. I'm gonna destroy these bunkers too. Sorry about your. Oh yeah, we can have the Johnsons in the picture too if you want. But
yeah.
All right, so Andy, yeah, move your army up.
Gentlemen.
So I'm like facing the terminus basically. All right, here comes some more boyos.
This is so
Of course they
ridiculous.
closed.
This is
Here we
so
go.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Get him, get him, get him,
Power! Oh my god.
The power
So many
of
Gundams.
One,
The power of two. The
the
power of
many.
many.
Andy has no idea that reference.
Nope. No idea.
He's
from
best
the-
not
it's from the-
knowing.
it's from the
Yeah,
Crimson Light.
don't ruin his day.
No, hang on, wait. Everyone face like this way. Like face over here.
I'll try.
Come on, gentlemen.
Yeah, maybe if we build that base, it'll look a little.
No, so another thing I think for Halo 3, like, I don't know how you guys feel, but imagine like an AoE type of approach for building. Like, you're not just locked to a, like, one...
The base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they did good with this game much better than the first one. Where
Spartans
you had
coming
mini
in.
bases and
Oh,
stuff.
never mind. They're gone.
They're gone. They said nope. They saw our army and were like,
Yeah,
nope.
they did not. They want none. They want none of this. I think this is it, guys. I think we're gonna get, you know, to 100, wave 100.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
This is pretty unstoppable. Even if, because you know what you actually need a really good counter for is the Vulture missiles, and we got
Yeah.
that with combat salvage and mech overcharge. We should be good. We just gotta keep our eyes and ears out. So we can just like resume normal mini base capturing and build a lot of siege. If you
Yes.
can. All the
Build a lot of
siege that you can.
Got you on siege. I'm gonna go get a water real quick.
I think you'll be covered. I think we'll
Okay.
Yeah.
be okay.
I'll be back in just a second.
All right.
Our base is under attack. Leader power ready.
Another thing I think they have to work on, which I'll bring up when he gets back to, is balancing. Because in the first Halo Wars, you had great balance. Like, you knew Cutter was going to go ODSTs, Forge was going to Grizzlies, but it's not like Grizzlies were OP.
All units.
Or like
Right.
Hawks. Hawks were not OP.
Yeah, I mean, if you had vampires, Hawks were like trash. Or if you had another Anders,
Or
that
even
ice bomb,
Wolverine. Like,
huh, that cryo bomb. That's like my childhood, just like, you know, waiting for the perfect moment to either freeze their Hawks or their Banshees. Like, it's a special feeling, honestly.
it's like this game, though. You have everyone goes air. I mean, the main reason why I kind of stopped playing this game and kind of like was uninstalling and having a love-hate relationship is because everyone would just go vultures.
Oh.
It's like, it's old.
I almost lost the boyo up here. Yeah, the vulture. That was like the last balance change they made. They buffed vultures.
Yeah, and they nerfed Wolverines, buffed vultures.
Here, let's put our Johnsons in this bunker here.
JJ's.
But yeah, I think they really need to work on the balancing aspects if they release another Halo Wars.
What bunker are we doing it?
The front line
The
here.
garrison.
Oh, the garrison. Okay.
Yeah, my bad. Level
Yeah,
1 Johnson. What are you doing? What you've been
I
hiding?
don't know. I don't know.
Shut. You've been shy with your Johnson. Whip that thing out.
Yeah, I rejoined when y'all were talking
Watch it,
about that
watch it.
balance.
Watch it. Those Cyclops, they can kill your guys quick.
No, it's fine. I got my abilities up.
But yeah, go ahead. Balance.
No, you're fine. Yeah, they buffed vultures was like the last thing that they ever did. Last balance
Yeah.
change.
It's like the big middle finger.
Yeah, and like I called that out pretty quick. I was like, this is, but we didn't know that was the
There we
last
go.
one.
Right.
Oh
I don't think they knew it was the last one.
no.
Back them up. Back them up. Use mech overcharge. There you go.
All units.
Oh.
There
I
you go.
still think that like for RTS games in general, I don't know why they do this, or I'm sorry, why they don't do this, and I think that they should. You should be able, especially in custom games, maybe even only in custom games. What you do is you like set up a lobby, and you can pick a point in time from meta to select. Like, I don't know if y'all remember, but like there was a season where I think it was season 2, where they buffed the Forge Hog like 400%, and like its Y ability would literally like delete an
Oh, who
army.
could forget? Who could forget?
Bandit raid. Sorry.
And so like I think that Like, you should be able to, like, bring that back if you wanted to, or, like, bring back the yappening in a custom game.
Dude, that was my favorite. Oh my god, the yappening.
The yappening was so fun. I gave everyone so much crap for complaining about that for the 4-day...
For the weekend?
Maybe it was for game mode.
Yeah, it was for April Fools. It was for, like, a 4-day...
Yeah, 2018, I believe it was.
Yeah, there was actually people, like, I remember on the Halo Wars 2 forums, like, complaining that they did it. It was like,
yeah, I can see why. People want to play normal, but make it a separate game mode.
I mean, yeah, sure, ideally, right? But it's like, if it's between the yappening never happening, right? If those are the two options, which would you rather be, right? The yappening never happen, or for the game to be taken over, you know?
Right. Well, I mean, you got to think, too, that, like, there's so many missed opportunities from the lack of crossover events. Like, I was criticizing 343 prior to the launch of Infinite, because I was like, why are we not making custom events in-game in Halo Wars for Infinite? Like Age of Empires does this. Like, they do it for, like, the littlest things, like the Lunar New Year, there was an in-game event. Or Halloween, there's an in-game event. Like, unlockable goodies and, you know, whatever else. There's, like, all the stuff that you can get for your profile, your character, your civ, whatever, that they make for these events, and it's really, really cool that they do that. And it's like you're kind of continuing Halo Wars in some form with the Banished in Infinite.
They didn't even do crossover events for the first season of the Halo TV show. There was literally nothing. There wasn't like a
that's another one,
or a skin or anything in Infinite, right? If anyone's got a heal, our garrison's little rusty.
I got it.
And Andy, why don't you move up here, and we'll have a wall of Colossi. I kind of took over your base. I got the high ground.
Oh, that's not a problem. That's not a problem.
Here,
yeah, I mean that was another one. They did a little bit of a crossover. Oh yeah,
please.
Oh yeah.
Nice. That range is ridiculous.
Hang on, wait. There it is. There it is. There it is. I'm stomping your base.
Oh no!
That's what I think about your base. No, I'm just kidding.
No friendly fire in this game.
There were some like cool weapon charms that they did in Infinite. Like there was one where it was the Halo 1 cover, but it was like a VHS box tape thing. And I was like, why don't we do this for all the Halo games? Like, why is it just Halo 1? Or like
build siege over here, and you got a Spartan breaking through.
That's not nice.
I agree. I think yeah, just more crossover stuff, right? And honestly, God, like their business model absolutely makes no sense for Halo Infinite. You're gonna put stuff in the like I was hyped when they did the Halo Wars 2, or just like the Halo Wars, right? Like skins and armor and stuff. That's what my my Spartan looks like now in Halo Infinite. It looks like just like the you know, it looks like Jerome, right? And I was so like let down. They put in like Omega Team for like $20 or like a Spartan or something.
Oh yeah.
They're like $40 for all of them. I was like, what is this business model, right? Would you rather have like, you know, would you rather have 10 people, right, spend like $40 on your game, right? Or would you rather have like 10,000 people spend $1, right? You know what I mean? Like their margins are just way out there.
Well, there'd be people who would be like, I still can't believe like people defend that kind of pricing because they'd be like, oh, it's not that bad, $20 for a Mega Team. And I reply with, when MCC goes on sale, that's 6 Halo games with all of its multiplayer, all of its DLC, all of its content, campaigns, Firefight, Spartan Ops.
Watch that, watch it.
And it's the same price.
Right.
And you think a skin justifies the same value as, you know, 12 years of Halo?
Exactly. If we could possibly save this base, that would be nice. But we've also got a lot of Scorpions. Just keep an eye on your boys up here. Don't be afraid to use mech overcharge. Don't be afraid to use combat salvage. I mean, honestly, we've come like full circle from like the days of RB and the Chief, right? Where it's like you don't have like $10, right? You know, from way back in the day. You know, when it was the legendary, right? Legendary map pack came out. Or no, it was the heroic map pack too, right? That wasn't free, was it? In like Halo 3?
No.
Oh,
you had to buy it.
Yeah, it was like $10, and like, yeah, I mean at the time, and even looking back on it, like, it wasn't like a huge deal, but it kind of was the start, right, of something, you know, with the microtransactions. I think.
I actually think that we've gone backwards in how we offer DLC, and I think that just buying map packs a la carte was the best way to do it.
No, I agree.
Well,
like, I think that I would totally spend $10 on a map pack. Anyone got bomb or anything here?
I think we have a problem.
Any leader powers?
I got heals.
There we go. There's a bomb. Oh, we're good. We're chewing them up. We just don't want to lose like.
No, we got vultures.
We'll be okay. We'll be okay. I'm getting digging into. Oh, yep, they're coming in.
Daggum, son.
Look out, yellow. It's okay. Just shoot them from afar with giant cannons. It's a great strategy. Colossi, or Cyclops and Vultures. That might be a little bit of our undoing here.
A little stinky. Whoa!
Our Johnsons are probably gonna pop out here.
Oh no, I'm gonna lose one.
Nah,
Oh, what's this mech doing? Bandit raid!
You gotta tell Andy what that's from. Oh, we did it. We got it.
We did.
So, yeah, so, I don't know, you watch SpongeBob, obviously, right?
I actually never did. I don't like SpongeBob.
Well,
I didn't get the point. I never got the point.
Okay, well, there's an episode where Patrick
he lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Well, I get all of
Yeah.
that. I was actually like Nickelodeon just never caught on for me as a kid. Like I was a giant Cartoon Network snob.
There you go. You probably watched a few more vultures coming in with these pelicans. Looks kind of cool actually.
Yeah, it does look cool.
Oh my god. Here they come.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I don't think they're gonna Y ability.
What? All my supplies are
bunch over there. Gub.
I was gonna say though, you probably watched Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and like Courage the Cowardly Dog, stuff like that.
Courage the Cowardly Dog, Ed and Eddie was my show.
Yeah.
Loved it. Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo.
Powerpuff Girls. That was for girls.
No.
It's for everybody. It's for everybody. Courage the Cowardly Dog was pretty great. I mean, a lot of Scooby-Doo reruns all there as well.
Supply pad upgrade complete.
Where's all my supplies?
That was one of those shows where I was surprised to find out as I got older, like, there's not that many Scooby-Doo episodes. Like, you would think, like, watching it so much as a kid, you're like, man, there's, like, thousands.
Was there not?
Of these episodes. No, there's not.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah.
How many were there?
I think, like, only, like, a couple hundred, but, like, they were scattered about, like, they kept naming them different shows, like, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? What's New, Scooby-Doo, and Scooby-Doo, I See You, or something, I don't know.
Oh, boy.
More vultures. They've snuck more vultures in on this Condor wave.
I actually thought that live-action movie of Scooby-Doo was fairly good as well.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
From, like, 2003.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
I think we'll be okay. Yellow, do something.
Oh my gosh, you got so lucky.
Yeah, you got lucky. Stomp them.
Oh, my boys! My boys!
Stomp them.
No, I realized the stomp does not work.
Doesn't work against air?
No, it doesn't work against air. But I'm just saying, even when I press the Y button, they won't stop. Just like my my
wait. Hold your horses. You're telling me a ground attack stomp does not work against air?
No, sorry.
Boycott. Instant boycott. Where are these pelicans? What are they doing?
They're going home, dude.
They're going home.
Yeah, they just left.
Like,
oh, I guess they stole some money? I don't know.
We're halfway there, gentlemen. We're halfway there.
Yeah, we are.
In an hour. I mean,
see,
a good time, right?
I mean, I get it. Like, you know, we talk, you know, sparingly. I would say, but we're friends. I'd say we're in company of friends here. However, you know, Gus, you know, I talk to this guy like every day. He calls me out on my wild takes. You know, he's like, this is insane that you have these opinions.
Well, what's your wildest take?
Oh, geez, I don't know. I probably got some wild ones. I mean, I think Assassin's Creed is like one of the best franchises in gaming.
Like which ones though? All of them?
Oh, I mean, all of them.
Every game is a banger?
Everyone's a banger.
Second one religiously.
Everyone's a banger. I mean, Valhalla is probably the weakest, But
what about the one where you? What about Rogue?
Oh, Rogue is fantastic. Oh, I put Rogue at like A tier. Rogue is like Assassin's Creed 4 DLC essentially, and it ties in to both. It has the New York City from AC3, and then direct ties into AC Unity. Like that's. Oh, I love it. They remastered that on Xbox One and PS4, and if you get it on Xbox One, it has frame boost on your Series X, so you can play it at 4K 60, and it's gorgeous.
Is it really? Maybe I'll think of a different one. Maybe I'll think of a different. There was one where I don't know. What about the one when you were in London? That one's
Syndicate. I've actually not played that all the way through. I mean, that's the one where they rebooted the franchise after.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's bad by any stretch of the imagination.
Can anyone put a heal here? Heal here. Please, please,
yeah,
please heal. Yeah. Please heal. Thank you. Thank you. That one Marauder was gonna ruin my whole plan.
I mean, I guess Valhalla's the weakest, but again, I attribute that to its length. Like, it's so bloated. It's not...
It's very long.
Gameplay, it's fine.
Combat with it, but yeah, I had to give it up because it was very time consuming.
Yeah, I still haven't finished it myself.
That's what... You said you haven't played Baldur's Gate yet, but you're gonna play it?
Right, yeah, so I bought the physical on PS5, and it's allegedly in the mail.
So that game, it is long. It's not... I mean, I don't know how long Valhalla is, but... I think I like a lot about Baldur's Gate 3 is it lives up to you know, this idea that you don't want a game, right, that's as wide as an ocean but as deep as a puddle. Like
that's Starfield.
It feels exactly. It feels like a long game, but it never really feels like there's nothing to do. Like everything is very deep. Even like Act 1 can be a 50-hour experience if you want. The first third of the game, if you really take your time with it. And there's a lot to do. So
yeah.
But no, I think it's probably the best RPG game ever made. I put a fair amount of time into it, and it is.
Are you on PC or PS5?
PS5. Well, I started playing it on PC when it first came out, and then when it came out on PS5, I got it on PS5 as well.
I'll have to add you on PS5. That's largely where I play these days.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like I've kind of, I don't know what forever reason, I've also kind of shifted to PS5 a lot as well. Like I really don't play a lot of shooters these days. I mainly just play on PS5 or I'll play.
Well, I really like Sony's games. Like they really cater to my tastes. Like Last of Us, I experienced that for the first time last year. I played them both. Yeah. Actually, I played part 2 earlier this year. But the point is I was like, there's no way that these are like some of the best games ever made because no one won't stop talking about it. And I played them. I'm like, I understand. I understand. Like, yes.
Yeah. No, great games. Great
Mount
games. Even the second one.
Games.
Yeah, the second one got a lot of hate. That it really.
I think it kind of just. Yeah, I mean, there's a giant spoiler in regards to that hate.
Yeah,
that
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So you've played part 1 and part 2? Okay. Yeah. I mean, from a gameplay perspective, it's world class from a gameplay perspective.
Right,
and storytelling, like it cannot be matched. I just think the decisions they made for that were a little divisive, if you will. I don't think it needed to be. I think they could have, like the first game didn't have this problem,
right?
Because they didn't make these divisive decisions that are gonna not bode well with fans. I mean, I think they could have had just as equally as a good game with safer decisions. Not to say that the decisions they made were bad. I still think that like what happened needed to happen for that story to hit so hard, and it did.
I think, yeah.
I think yeah, sorry, please.
I was just gonna say, you have to look at like what is the story they're trying to tell there, right? It's a story of revenge, right? It's the story of consequences, right?
Yes.
From the first game, of a they've broken
specifically lying as well.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I'll pivot.
You're good.
Are you gonna Pelican?
Yeah, just Pelican them in. I want to see this. You know, you have this horrible, decision to murder people, right? That he made in the first game, and it basically grounds that in reality. That like, oh, this isn't just like a cartoon, right? Where it's like, oh, you can just do these things and there's no consequences, right? So it's like he like bore the consequences of the action, albeit in a way that a lot of people didn't like. They felt like there was no build up to, right? But that was the thing. It's like is supposed to be caught off guard, right?
And I completely get it, because it reinforces that even in the universe of The Last of Us, that everyone is someone's family.
Yeah,
and like that's kind of the whole point of that story. I mean, I completely get what you're saying. Like, how many other people did Joel, gun down indiscriminately,
right?
And like, there's no consequence to his actions there.
Right, and that's
I get all that. I do.
And that ultimately is like his story too. Is like he doesn't want to relive that pain of that loss that he experienced, with his first daughter, right? So that's like his thing. Is like he's willing to do like evil to, not relive that, right?
I think a Joel and Tommy prequel would do really well.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think so too. And you still get to see him throughout the game as well, like in flashbacks and stuff. So I don't know, maybe that's my hot take, because I know a lot of people like despise what they did. I think that would be kind of my criticism for the we got vultures coming in for the
they're gonna, for whatever reason, they're gonna liability this fence.
Good.
Oh yeah, they're like,
good.
Oh, they just used it all. Yeah, it's funny what they choose. Drop some bunkers, see if they'll see if they'll use liability on that.
Right here, dummies.
My criticism for the show is the last, I think that was the last episode, right? Was in the show was when they did the big murders.
Oh, hey, the girl one for your base.
Right. My base?
Yeah,
that's all right.
Oh, my jeans.
All right, good.
I'll rebuild it. Yeah, be careful, Orange.
Oh gosh. Oh no, I already used mech overcharge. Combat salvage.
I don't know if you got it off.
Did I lose one?
I think you lost one, but I don't know if you got it off in
time. He
saved it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Better than ever, baby. I'm going to lose more of them.
Back up.
Oh.
Back it up. Back it up.
Oh, thank you. We hold.
But yeah, like I really liked the Last of Us show. But yeah, the last episode, that could have been like its own season, like them at like the at the facility and stuff, right? Where they were gonna
oh yeah.
Do what they had to do to get the vaccine.
Cyclops are in here too, careful.
But yeah, I thought they kind of rushed that, to be honest. So, I don't know, but then again, like earlier I was saying, like, I like when the story is complete. So maybe they didn't know that they were going to get a season 2 type thing, so they're like, we just gotta wrap it up. So I kind of get why they did what they did. But, alright, we're doing good. We're doing good. Just, yeah, keep backing up. They don't care about mine at all up here. My guys are just like...
For whatever reason.
Yeah. They don't give a shit about my boys. My boys will just flank them here.
Alright, Scorpions.
Yeah, Scorpions. And there'll probably be a few straggling vultures with this wave.
And I get that, like, gaming's its own personal taste, and contrary to what the internet says, like, you're allowed to enjoy more than one console at a time.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to have a blind allegiance to a mega corporation.
I feel like that's kind of like, that's been toned down over the years. I feel like I feel like
it
there's still a console war, right?
Well, these Xbox people just are they're actually insane on some of the things that they say. Like,
really?
They'll take bad news and they'll spin it to be like anti-Sony, and it's like like bad news against Xbox, they'll spin it to be anti-Sony. It's like I don't even know what you're trying to reach at there for. And besides, no one cares anyway. Just let people enjoy what they want. If they enjoy Xbox, that's fine. Whatever. It's just anyway. Yeah, I mean, like, Sony's games have just largely been great for my taste. Like, I ooh, okay.
Move to the
center. They have a lot of exclusives too. Like
vultures. There's vultures.
Right. No, I agree with you. Like, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, I played a first Ratchet and Clank game earlier last year, and it's awesome. It's really awesome. It's stunningly beautiful. It's like a Pixar movie.
Yeah, my wife's played a little bit of that. It looks good.
It's great. God of War's awesome. Ghost of Tsushima's great.
Our Johnsons. No!
Oh no!
Johnson!
Oh no!
Three Johnsons down!
Oh no!
No!
Mine just got dropped instantly.
Losing Colossi.
Oh no! Is this it? Are we washed?
No, we're good. Hold the line.
Just keep your distance.
Don't be afraid.
Keep your distance.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of things happened at once. There was direct air. There was
Yeah.
a delayed wave of vultures.
I blame
There's still
Sony.
Vultures. There's still vultures.
I blame Sony.
I do too. I do too.
My allegiance
We'll
is to
figure-
Xbox.
Yeah, that's right.
Turret constructed.
But I mean, they've done some really good games. I mean, Helldivers. I mean, oh my gosh, Helldivers.
Oh yeah,
I
amazing.
know, I was like addicted to
Fantastic.
that game at one point.
I still play from time to time. I love Helldivers.
There's some Star Wars mods for that game as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun. Saw that.
I know, I
think-
want to
Do you
play
think
it.
that will
but-
be the new trend? Like people were saying, like that's going to be the new trend type game that everybody copies. Like it's like the new battle royale. I think that's true.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I just think Battle Royale is all, I mean, Call of Duty, I just think that's still going to be the top
Yeah.
of the
Sure.
top.
Yeah, I can't even with COD anymore either. Like that's. I used to be so
It's
into that when I was in
repetitive,
college,
yeah.
and now I just can't.
It's the same game every year. It's like Madden.
Right.
It really when it changed over to the system they use now with the Modern Warfare, the third one, but it's also the first one.
Yeah.
Right.
That's such a confusing name scheme. It's not Call of Duty
Yeah.
4. It's not Modern Warfare Remastered. It's Modern Warfare.
Right.
That one.
I guess they felt like enough time had gone by that they could just get away with it.
We still got our Marines alive.
But not our Johnsons. I guess. What are we doing with the Johnsons? Should we?
Oh, are we rebuilding them?
I
mean,
feel
it's
like
past
I
week
feel
50.
like we didn't really use them at the start like we said. So I know I didn't make mine until the 20th wave.
Mine's set in a bunker.
We
Yeah.
have a
I'll
problem.
rebuild mine. I'll rebuild mine.
Yeah.
We have a serious problem.
What?
Oh, where, please?
The Condor? Oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't worry. Back it up. Back it up.
They've destroyed one of our buildings.
Wait.
oh
Oh. Wow.
crap!
We almost got him.
Oh,
That was
good.
a misclick.
A heal wave would be nice, but oh well. Oh well.
Oh, I don't even have my fortify base upgrades. Oh no.
Oh, this man.
Oops. Oops. I really have to think about what some of my wildest takes are. You've actually have me really intrigued on that question. I'll have to ask Gus that because we stream on Mondays, so like
Yeah.
that's a great question to talk about.
How about like?
He's gonna
when it
roast
comes
me for
to,
that.
What about when it comes to like? Like
Yeah, please.
you said, you're you're more of a Marvel person than Star Wars. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a hot take on Marvel.
Turret constructed.
Hot take on I unfortunately feel like I kind of followed the grain on that one, where I'm like it died after Endgame, with the exception of
Yeah.
Spider-Man and Guardians 3.
Well,
but
who's the strongest Avenger, in your opinion?
the strongest Avenger? Well, they already said it. It was Captain Marvel.
Oh, is that what you think?
Well, it's not what I think. It's just I think that's objectively what.
Well,
you know,
but, yeah, opposed to what they might want you to think, right? Like some people might say it's Captain America. Who knows, right?
Well, he's dead. Well, he's not dead, but he's old.
All units.
I mean, he
Yeah,
could
like-
be dead. He's so old.
Yeah, let's take
I guess
it,
you mean like
at the
in their
time of
prime.
Endgame. Yeah, like when Endgame starts, right? Or I guess when they're all alive again. Spoilers.
I mean, I feel like it has to be the Hulk.
The Hulk?
I mean, no one can
lost.
stop the
He lost. He lost to what's his face?
Thanos. I mean,
Yeah.
well, yeah, but everyone lost to
He's still
Thanos,
there, yeah.
right? Like the Avengers 1 was
Not-
kind of wrapped all around about unleashing the Hulk against the Avengers.
Captain America didn't lose to Thanos.
Yeah, I don't know.
All units.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know about that.
So
What I mean is, like,
yeah.
I'm boomboozled. Like, I really don't have I don't think I have a clear answer for you on that question.
So like,
Marauders.
oh yeah, look at these Marauders just getting
Oh
just
my god.
into the grinder there.
I guess here's a wild take maybe, is I think the Switch is probably one of the best consoles ever made, like, top 3.
That's not that wild, I feel like. A lot of, I mean, are there really like people who own Switch, right? Like, you ever hear like an unhappy Switch owner?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, they're like, ah, crap, I regret buying the Switch.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. You're right. Like, we never
Switch
hear
has,
that.
Switch has no games. Like, you never hear that, right? People
Right.
who with Nintendo are generally, right.
You know what was
happy.
so wild about that is the Switch really didn't have any games when it launched. Like, there was really nothing there. And then slowly over time, like, all of these games, like, slowly started coming over. And now it's like this... It's like the dream of a machine for all these ports. Like, they were pulling out games that were completely dead to get ported over to the Switch. Like, it's just kind of amazing. Like, I'll give you an example. Not dead games, but like games that are like super old. Assassin's Creed, Ezio Trilogy. That's from the early 360 days. They brought that over to Switch.
Oh really? I don't think I even knew that.
Yeah, the Ezio collection. It's on Switch. He's beaming your fence. Look out.
What? What's happening?
Your fence has been beamed.
Which fence?
Look at all these engines.
No! I need that turret.
Look at the map with the engines. What is this?
Honestly, I like this wave. I think it's a fun wave.
Look at all the
It's
NG
different.
bubbles.
It's random.
He's beaming our mechs.
It's okay. I'll just tank it.
Could be like.
Imagine this is like a leader or like a unit, like suicide engineers, and when they die, they just fucking beam your base. Imagine how broken that would be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Imagine if they had like leader powers in this mode, like it's just archer missiles everywhere.
Like the enemy?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awful.
Dude.
That's like that one campaign mission where they just beam.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
That was like the Terminus Firefight, like, you know, like
opposite.
opposite.
Drives me nuts. Do either of you guys own the Switch?
I do not,
No.
unfortunately. No.
It's a great machine. It's a great machine. I've really been enjoying it. I've been, for whatever reason, playing Skyrim on it, of all things.
See, that's the thing is, like, you know, once I get that console, though, then I gotta start buying games for it, right? It's just like another expense.
Right.
So.
It's just so interesting to see, like, what gets ported over to Switch. Like, and largely, the ports are pretty good. Like, there's not very many awful ports on Switch. Like, they are there. Like, I think the most recent one that's really terrible is Arkham Knight.
Careful. Watch
it's
these.
pretty bad.
Watch these
Say,
heroes.
look at their heroes. Look at their heroes.
Oh, they're good. You're right. They never level up. Which level 2? Are they level 2?
Jeez, the siege. Look at the siege.
Guys, this is working.
Yeah, this has worked really well.
This is a strategy. You can't argue with that. This is a strategy.
I'm surprised it's working. So I mean, we also got very lucky.
Axios, you got any hot takes?
Oof.
Hot takes. I love that we're talking about this. Hilarious.
Yeah, try not to get yourself canceled. But any hot takes you wanna share with the entire of the internet?
Not like on the top of my head. Not like on like just like straight off the bat like that. Like I would definitely have to think.
Yeah.
What's like some criticism for like the OG Halo games?
Oh, I can really get going with this.
Let's open this can of worms.
Halo 1 is not as good as people say it is.
No.
I'm sorry, it's not.
It's not.
It's like, did it revolutionize the FPS genre? Yes. Did it actually make the Xbox successful? Yes. Is it the best shooter of all time? No. You play the entire game, you get to the library, and then you do the entire game in reverse.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of these maps and these missions, like, library especially, there's other ones like Two Betrayals. You're going through the same rooms over and over and over again. And
be careful with these guys.
It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts.
I mean, yeah. I wonder how much of that criticism though was going on like when the game first launched, though. You know, like I'm just curious. Like I mean, I played it when it first came out, but I was like a little kid.
Well, it's a sign of the times. Like, that game is totally a product of the times. So, like, if you look at it with the eye of, 2001 when it came out, people probably didn't have these criticisms of it because it was so new and revolutionary that they're like, well, this is perfect. But as time's gone on, we've learned things and improved how level design works and storytelling and things like that. And it kind of knocks it down from a modern perspective. I also think that the anniversary mode was not as bad as people say it was. Combat Evolved Anniversary, everyone's like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
I'm like, this actually, the graphic, like, because they really didn't like the graphics of it. I'm like, this is fine. I don't know what you're complaining about.
Wait until the second anniversary comes out.
I can't believe they're doing that.
Is that true? Or is that just is it confirmed?
No, it's true.
It's not confirmed, but it's pretty much.
Yeah, like the people that know type thing.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I cannot believe
a second one before Halo 3. Like,
I'm gonna EMP all this. That's a lot. That's a lot.
They really can't get out of their own way, 343.
Nope.
Oh, I lost some mechs. I'm down to 168. When did that happen?
Probably from these.
Probably slowly throughout.
Probably these boys. Don't. I wouldn't charge in there, Orange.
Woo!
No, get out of there. Get out of there.
Oh, you about to lose another one?
No.
I have combat. I have combat salvage.
Oh, okay. I forgot you had that. I think with Halo 1 though, even though they did reuse like missions, I feel like the worst of it is 2 betrayals, which was already, such a long mission, like the assault in the control room, right?
Yeah.
And you're right, like playing that mission in reverse, there is something like this kind of dreadful, especially coming off the heels of the library, right? But then you look at like keys, right? You're going into the Truth and Reconciliation to try and save Captain Keyes, where the mission, even though you are playing again, it has such a different feel to it, right? Because the ship's like falling apart. There's all this cool like green ooze.
Yeah.
Right. And then you have, of course, the flood. So, at least like you could tell like they tried. You know what I mean? Like they reused the maps, absolutely. But they put in a lot of effort. You could tell. They didn't have to do what they did, right?
No, but there were some just really great designs in those missions to start off. Like the Truth and Reconciliation is such a banger. Like you get. You start out sniping, and then you like infiltrate this Covenant ship to rescue Keyes.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Have you played the mod for that, where it's Halo 3 Combat Evolved? Have you ever heard of that or played that?
No, I've played like. I usually don't really get too much into the mods. Like Halo 3 but Cursed I've done, and Halo 1 but Cursed I've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's by far the best, like the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah, those are really fun mods. Maybe check out if you're a really big fan of that mission, you should check out it's Halo 3 Combat Evolved, or Halo 3 Evolved, or something like that it's called. But it's just that mission, Truth and Reconciliation. But it's like all the graphics and everything have reskinned with Halo 3 assets, and then you also have the ODST visor mode that you can use.
Cool.
And also you can use like the standard assault rifle. Like it's still all the Halo 1 weapons, right? But they're just reskinned. But then they also added the Halo 3 ODST SMG, which just like it works really well in Halo 1. That gun, especially on that mission. So I'd highly recommend it. It's a pretty popular mod as well, and there's a lot of really fun mods, obviously. The modding community, they kind of do God's work in a way with this
They really do. They do. There's another one for you. Halo 2 is the perfect Halo.
Is that your hot take?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't disagree with that.
Is it a hot take? I'm not sure.
It's a take, for sure.
But it's a take.
I think...
Okay, I actually have one.
I think I would agree with that. That you're talking about how people were mad about like the cliffhanger ending for that and stuff.
Well, I think people think that Halo 3 is the perfect Halo game, and unfortunately those people are wrong.
That's my hot take. Halo 3 was half-assed. It was rushed. Like, it needed to be longer or something.
Look at it from a story perspective, like, especially with the... Like, look through the eyeballs of Johnson and Miranda Keyes in that game. Like, they were both badasses in Halo 2. And then Halo 3, they're bums. Both of them.
Yeah.
You know, like... And really, nothing happens from a story perspective in Halo 3. You just go around and you kill the Covenant and the game's over. Whereas Halo 2, it spends the entire game building up and expanding the lore. And, like, you know, making you wonder, like, what's going on with the Covenant? Like, is it everything that we thought it was? And, I don't know, it's just... It felt like Halo 3 was, like... The entire game of Halo 3 was like the last mission of Halo 2 is what they're trying to make it be.
Yeah, Halo 3 felt like Halo 2.5.
Yeah, it you know, and I guess another hot take of classic Halo is I cannot stand the multiplayer of Halo 3. I cannot stand it.
I feel like I mean, I was a big Halo 3 nut back in the day. I played that multiplayer religiously, but you know, I do find myself, like, if I go back and play, which I haven't in a long time, but yeah, finding it, like, the reliance on, like, the BR, right? A lot of times, it just feels like you can't go anywhere or do anything, right?
Without
and then,
the BR or the carbine, yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, you know, the rest of the sandbox is, like, you know, but I guess I really only find that on, like, certain maps. Like, I think the map Standoff, in Halo 3 is actually like a really bad map. Yeah, it's actually a really bad map, and for whatever reason, the MCC like promotes that map.
MCC loves that map.
Yeah, it promotes that map out the wazoo, and I'm like, this map is not good. But then, like, you know, you play like on the pit, right, and it's fun.
It's great.
You know,
it's great.
So when you look at like,
I'm going blank.
It's the it was in the heroic map pack.
It was there's like these
dishes.
giant satellite dishes, and then you're like each in a bunker, and like you can open up the side door.
Okay, like the grassland. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
yep.
There were some really good Forge maps actually, where like you could. I was really big into racing maps with like the mongooses in Halo 3, and like there were some that like went out of the map, and like I thought Forge mode was awesome in Halo 3.
We need a bomb. We need a bomb here.
I don't have one, unfortunately.
I was gonna say I want to host a custom games night one day.
Johnson, run!
Get him in.
Like, I think that'd be fun. Just get a whole bunch of people and do custom games, host it.
Yeah, we used to do at Team Respawn. We used to do like community nights in MCC from time to time. I just think, you know, I agree with you. Like Halo 3, it over relies on the BR. The projectile bullets like drive me nuts. Whereas I think Halo 2 and Reach like really perfected that formula. Even with leader powers in Reach or hero powers, smart abilities, whatever.
There's a mod called Ruby's mod. Yeah, it's actually I don't think it's on Steam. It was on Nexus. I played it back in the day, and I think that really opened my eyes to like how broken and useless a lot of Halo 3's weapons are in the sandbox. We got a lot of hunters coming in. A lot of level 3 hunters. They
oh boy.
They picked up some stuff. I have no powers.
They're kind of stinky.
Okay, they're just off of the bunkers. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to play that mod, it just rebalances all the weapons and whatnot, and
right there.
Makes the game not as reliant on the BR. So, all right. Head for the center, guys. We're 25 waves away. I feel like we've been making pretty good time, honestly.
Yeah, I think we are as well.
Just melting everything.
Speaking of mods, I've been playing the Covenant mod again. You know, I try to separate it into different videos, and like the vehicles one did so good.
Wait, which mod?
The Covenant one, the Halo 3 one.
Oh yeah, didn't you get like 5,000 views on that or something?
Something like that, yeah.
And by the way, we just have really one Terminus left here, and it's got like 2 health. Just let everyone.
At least it's in the very back. But like, and then because I wanted to separate, I wanted to do vehicles, then the weapons, and then I know the AI are buggy, but I wanted to do something with the AI as well. I haven't released yet because I kind of like a fun mess up. Like I messed up, and it kind of got out of control. So I'm debating on if I want to post it as like a fun little like as a fun mod, or if I want to redo it and do like a serious one. Because I kind of got out of hand with it, so I'm just debating on like if I want to redo it or post it.
I would post it. I mean, I'm kind of, unless it's like an atrocious screw up, I usually, like I now post our losses. I didn't used to do that, but now I do. Look at all these leaders, by the way.
Watch how fast they die.
Yeah, like it's funny.
Look how many. I mean, this is canon accurate on how many shipmasters and decimi there are.
Yeah.
One's a vet 3 in there.
I want to stomp him. Stomp him.
I know, there's been so many times where I just want Pelican transporter in with mech overcharge and then just stomp on him.
Last round, we're doing it.
Yep.
I have noticed, and this is just me personally with my channels, the views for Halo Wars 2 has really gone down, where the output has largely stayed the same. And that's been a recent development, I would say, like in the last 3 months. I mean, it's dropped a considerable amount. And I imagine the same is true with other content creators who regularly post Halo stuff, but I couldn't tell you, to be honest. But yeah, I think it's just a sign of the game, right? Like, the game is 7 years old. Like, naturally, people are going to move on and be interested in other things.
Stale.
Right.
But I see other people, like, there's this one guy. He's going to do so well. And, like... Do what now?
I was just telling him to rebuild that. Yeah, go ahead.
No, like, there's this guy, his name's Bolt. He has been covering Age of Mythology for like 6 or 7 years. And his patience and perseverance is totally going to pay off because they announced that remake, of course.
Yeah.
So his whole channel is primed for Age of Mythology, and like a remake just kind of fell into his hands. So like he's going to do so well, and I'm like, that guy is so... Well, I mean, first he's lucky, but he's also like, he deserves it too. Like all the success he gets because he's been covering this game. No one else will, and he's been largely really successful doing it. So I got a ton of respect for the guy. The point is I think that's it's gonna have to be probably us with Halo Wars content, like all three of us, right? Like we're just kind of waiting for Halo Wars 3 at this point.
Yeah, like I've noticed with my videos, my mod ones do really good, and then like I wanted to do like what you did, where you just post, videos, because like random games and stuff, because you're not like, I'm not saying you don't put the effort in, but it's, you play with your friends, you get to chit chat, and then you have a video of it too. Yeah, you're not like try-harding, or you're not doing a showcase.
Yeah, I like the podcast style.
I do too.
And it's like, I don't want to just be known as mods. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to be able to play. Or like, sometimes I want to throw in like, maybe like I used to have an older channel that I kind of merged into this channel. Like Star Wars Battlefront 2, I was big into that game. I liked it. I used to stream it. I used to get good views with it.
The classic or the new one?
The new one.
Got it.
My buddy and I would always play like Heroes vs. Villains and stuff, and we'd have a blast, and I'd turn it into a video. But it's like if I go
blast.
if I go to post that now, it's gonna do bad.
Wars,
But like if I post it now, it's gonna do bad. Because all my subscribers are Halo Wars.
Well, that's the thing though too, is you're talking about games that have kind of lived their life. Like, I mean, the Star Wars, Battlefront series. I'm not gonna say it's dead by any means, but it's practically yeah, it's on life support. A lot of boyos moving up here.
Oh,
but it's like, I'm kind of in that boat where I don't want to be just stuck with mods to get good views and stuff. I mean, I'm close to 500. I think I looked yesterday, I'm at 461. Which, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, I never expect to get that much.
Oh, I mean, I'm the same way with where I am as well. It comes down to consistency and listening to your audience. I mean,
I was gonna say, I try to interact with them as much as I can.
Engagement and uploading. Just,
I mean,
the uploading is where it affects me, especially with school and stuff now. Like, I can... stick with it. I mean, there's really nothing special about what I do. I mean, I'm just a regular man who records himself playing Halo Wars with his friends, and that's been the entire thing from the beginning. And I largely think that my success is attributed to that everyone else stopped and I didn't.
Exactly. I mean, literally everyone stopped.
Yeah. True.
And so, you know, I think I got lucky because there's a demand from an audience that wants to watch this content, and there was not a lot of competition, so it allowed me to really, you know, stand out.
Drop your siege turrets if you got them.
Yeah, I got one here in a second. That's why, like, it's been a struggle for me to pivot actually over to Age of Empires, where there's actually, you know, there's still a lot of demand there from a viewer perspective, but there's so much more competition. So it, like, I'll post the same style of videos, like us just playing multiplayer, and put it on, you know, on the channel. And sometimes it does well, other times it doesn't. And I think that's, again, largely contributed that there's, like, I mean, there might be well over 100 creators covering Age of Empires. So, you know, it's hard for us to kind of stand out and kind of do our own thing, but nonetheless, stick with it.
Oh yeah, like, 'cause as of right now, I'm not looking, like, as a full-time thing. It's more so, like, when I have the time, you know, it's for a fun type of thing. Obviously, one day I would love to make it, like, a full-time thing, or, you know, worst case scenario, if not, then it's not, you know.
I do tell, you know, new creators who, like, ask for advice, I'm happy to give it, but I always say be wary of transitioning to going full-time, because even on the best month T-Respawn ever had, which was awesome, it still wasn't enough for me to even remotely consider going full-time with it. Like, I think you got to keep it as a hobby, and as long as you keep it there, I think, because when you let me put it this way, if you go into it thinking like you're gonna make it a career, which I'm not saying that that's not possible, it certainly is possible, but you have such an uphill battle that I think if you set a goal for yourself that is very hard to achieve, and then if you don't achieve it, you're going to get discouraged and quit. And I kind of think that you should kind of take it the opposite, where, like, just be happy with what you have, and if it turns into something more than that, then, you know, all the more power to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. No, like I said, you know, I didn't expect to be here, like...
Yeah.
I still expected to be at... I mean, when I had my old channel and stuff, I think I had, like, 40 subscribers max for, like, 3 years, you know. I was still happy with it. Like, there's still people watching my vids. That's all I cared about. Obviously, now I'm here with 461. Like, never thought about that. But, you know, I'm just saying small goals for myself. Like, my first goal was reach 50, then 100, 250. Yeah. Now this one's 500 subscribers. And, I mean, obviously my success is my productivity and work ethic, but I mean, I don't think I'd be this far in if it wasn't for Nucci.
Oh, shucks.
Straight up, I mean, I still remember I found the overhaul mod through, actually it was you, Andy, watching your video. I was like, oh, that's so fun. And then I posted that one overhaul video, and it has like 80,000, then Nucci hit me up, and ever since then, my subscribers just... Yeah, I mean, I was like, wow, because, you know, it didn't even take off right away. I mean, a month later, like, I had maybe 2,000 views for a month, you know, which I'm like, I was still super happy, because usually I'm receiving, like, 20 to 50 views.
Spartans coming in!
And then a month later, like, one day it went from 2,000 to 40,000. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's real good.
I'm still getting a lot of views for it.
Yeah, that's real good.
Yeah, it's funny what the algorithm will, like, just really latch onto, you know, and it's like, you know, you can't... Oh,
it can be so weird.
Broke through here. Alright, we're good. Yeah, try to remake the siege. Unless you're like Mr. Beast, right? Or don't make electric traps there. Make the walls.
Oh, okay.
Because that way they can, they won't path that way. Unless you're like Mr. Beast, like, and just have it dialed in, like, you really can't have this expectation, right? That you know, I mean, I think every YouTuber's had, like, you know, those videos where they're like, oh, this is gonna be like a banger, right? And then it just like flops, and you're like,
oh yeah, I've had those.
Why? And then you have other videos that are like just random, and they just blow up, and you're like, okay.
Well, yeah, no, I've had so many videos where I put in like a lot of work editing, you know, I've had it planned and everything, it gets like 20 views, and then there's ones where I'm just playing with my buddies, recording, don't edit, you know, I cut off the beginning, cut off the end, and then it goes a lot.
Orange, go ahead and move up a little bit.
Heard.
Hold the line. The hunters, they're breaking through. They're heading towards the Cairo.
I'm just saying my goals slowly. That's all you can really do. Like I said, if I stop here, I stop here. It's not going to stop me from publishing videos and stuff.
Yeah, the algorithm is super weird. Like my most popular video, my Scarab video, it's literally nothing different than any of my other videos, and somehow that has almost 1 million views.
What's the Scarab video you're talking about?
I built 3 Scarabs and got reported in Halo Wars 2. I was playing with Hosty and Stormy, and we did this strat where it was, it's 3v3. I think we were playing Team War, and I think I was Vortis, and I was like, I'm not gonna build anything till I just pump out 3 Scarabs. And so they did a 2v3. I got 3 Scarabs out, and the guy got really upset in the in-game chat, and he said that his dad worked for Microsoft.
That's the best. Yeah. That's how you know you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Listen, I try to find good not clickbaity titles, but fun ones. We did this with Brute Grenadiers. And I just remember this when you said Vortis, and I forgot what I named. I think it was we blast them with our ooey gooey goodness and stuff. Oh, it's gonna be super.
Yeah, why did we do that? I remember we did do that, right? We did nothing but Brute Grenadiers.
That part is, I think, so far, second to this one, I think the best we've ever done was with grunts.
The heavy grunts? Yeah.
No, normal grunts, I think, right? I think it was normal, just normal grunts we did.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I had the invis grunts. Yeah, probably. I mean, honestly, we're very close now. Once you get in the 80 range, got any bombs here for this?
I already dropped my EMP on the gentleman.
Yeah, once we get past 85, it's we're within striking distance.
Yeah. The home stretch.
I
do need to refill my water. Do I have time to dip out for a second?
Let's see what this next wave is. Let's see. Oh, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Good. Be right back.
Alright, push all of his Colossi off the edge. Go.
That'd be good
never see it coming.
For a YouTube short.
I do wish you could do that. That'd be funny. Alright, let's use this opportunity. Oh my god, look at the map. Look at the map. They're just all flying over here.
I was gonna say, I've been trying to do a YouTube Shorts too, because I know those are a good way to get views. Short little clips.
Yeah. For sure.
I just posted one the other day about.
Well, that's the other thing is people's attention span too.
Yeah, right? I know. Some people
kind of ruin that.
Some people say you want longer YouTube videos. Others say you want short ones. So I try to give them a mix.
I think if it's engaging and you're talking about what people want to hear and you're doing something cool, then at the end of the day, the length people can come back to it, right? People can take it in bits. Yeah. Then also, the length, unless that's the central focus of the video, right? Again, going back to Mr. Beast, you have a video oh, I counted to 100,000, right? You have people that will just literally watch that just so that they can say that they watched it, right? So.
Yeah, and I know Andy's been doing a lot of shorts, and I just posted a short. I did there was one game where we had these low level, not so good players, and I was able to do a whole army of ODSTs in multiplayer.
Heroes pushing in, cut them down,
I think the term you're looking for, Game Pass plebs.
Game Pass plebs.
Game Pass plebs.
Stomp them, stomp them.
Stompy stomp.
No, I was telling him YouTube Shorts I think are a good way for views too. Not saying you get a lot, but and he brought up the attention span because of TikTok and.
Yeah, they're good for views.
I just posted one.
They're good for views. They're not good for subs or long-term growth, but they're great for short-term growth.
Yeah.
If you want to boost your monthly views, crank out a few shorts a week. You can also have it complement a long form video, but I've posted probably close to 500 shorts of Halo Wars, and they don't really gain you subs, but yeah, again they do get you the views. They also don't pay anything either.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you'll get one with 30,000 views, and you get 10 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's less than a minute long.
Yeah, but you know, the sweet spot for us are the Super Turtles. You know, because people just love the Super Turtles, and I love making them. I mean,
I love Super Turtling.
Yeah, Halo Wars 2 is such a great game.
It's like
push up. We can get these guys.
I hate the people that rush. Like, I'm more of a long-term. Like, I like to have everything unlocked and be able to like.
We didn't get them.
Mass an army.
That's all right.
That's why I love Sentry so much. It's like the perfect Super Turtling map.
Yeah. Well, Halo Wars, you know, there's other RTS games where like there are mechanics that defy turtling. Like Age of Empires is a great example. Like if you turtle, the other team will just build a wonder, and that starts a timer for them to win. Or there's sacred sites which do the same thing. So like you can't really turtle a whole lot in AoE 4 unless you do like a custom and you turn the wonder off, which we do that.
All right, we got a few vultures coming up. This could be a make or break it wave for us.
And there's like resource constraints in a lot of RTS games. Like Halo Wars doesn't have that either. Like it's perfect for turtling. The game Halo Wars just is designed to let you do that.
Yeah, because you got branch out.
And then they buff the vultures.
Yeah, it's really, as long as you can dodge the vulture buff, you're fine.
Speaking of vultures, there's a few there.
Well, if you ever need someone for a Super Turtle, I'm always down for that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Wow.
I think that's like the only good reason why I like about the whole heavy air, like the whole structured base design, because like you don't have to branch out for resources.
Exactly. You
like
control
AoE,
those
you run
core
out
bases.
of stone.
Exactly.
Or trees, you have to expand out.
Exactly. Or you have to rely on trading.
Yeah.
You know, which can expose you as well. Yeah, I mean, I could. Oh my goodness! Look at all them.
Yep. They did not like that turn.
No, look at all of them.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, buddy.
Gosh.
Alright, we gotta focus up.
Right.
Focus up.
Alright, I have all my leader powers.
I have most of them.
You have an empty turret slot over there.
Who?
Nucci, right there.
Oh.
Top right.
Oh yeah.
They must have nuked it.
Alright, here are the men. Oh! I'm gonna lose one. Oh, I got him back.
I think you got him, yeah. You did good. Yeah, keep dropping them bunkers. Keep building. Never stop building. Honestly,
they fart? Huh.
They fart in Viz.
Yeah, they do.
Watch
I didn't know
Johnson.
the AI does that. Oh crap! Oh no, my boy!
Run! Honestly, I'm just gonna send my Johnson forward. I'm gonna use him as bait. They can't resist. They can't resist this Johnson. They're gonna nuke the Johnson. I'm gonna take one for the team.
I'm surprised more vultures haven't come for your base, Nucci, like that one game.
All right, that Johnson, he sacrificed himself. Yeah, that was the worst game ever. When they we basically got a direct air vulture wave. They spawned here and they just went right over here across the gap.
Sometimes that happens in the beginning, doesn't it?
I don't know, but it happened to me and it wasn't fun. Wasn't fun.
Go.
Speaking of which, my base is probably gonna go down.
No, it's not.
Yes, ODS drop where ODSTs never drop.
Yeah, so
they'll drop anywhere that there's like we can't see. That's what it is. Like they're looking for somewhere that we don't have vision. So if we randomly like didn't have vision, you know, like somewhere up here, they would drop there. So, all right. Last little wave of vultures.
Oh my gosh!
Last little wave. We gotta hold the line.
I have nothing.
Build. Keep building. Almost.
No, I'm gonna lose one. I'm gonna lose one.
I'm probably gonna lose one too, unless he's fast. All right, he got out.
I lost one. Oh god.
Oh crap.
It's okay. It's okay.
My guy got decapitated.
The siege, or not the siege, the EMP. Just keep building. Never stop.
Say, we just gotta keep our distance.
Still working. Still working. Yep. Push up, push up.
You,
overwhelm them.
Yuji, you doing okay on supplies over there?
Why do you ask?
Let's do a supply check real quick. Andy, how much you got?
Times are good in the kingdom. That's all I'll say.
I've been building siege turrets. Okay.
Well, as we near the end of this, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, it has been a real pleasure and real honor.
Has been. Here, real quick, if you could add, if you had a magic ticket, right? You could add one thing or remove one thing or do one thing with Halo Wars 2. What would it be? It has to be specific. You can't just say like 100 maps, right?
It goes on Steam.
Goes on Steam. There you go.
Yeah, probably bring back like the player base.
That would. It would. Don't be afraid to stomp those boys.
Look at its health. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I see that one.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Get him in.
Yeah, get in the heal. Honestly, it's one thing to survive this long. It's another thing to still have the Terminus, like the healing.
Yeah.
Spires intact and all that.
And we still are pretty good on the army. I mean, we've all lost.
Yeah. And we got our Marines still. I'm gonna walk over this here.
I just want to let you know that we've gone through all of the checks, and according to this lady, our systems are checked and calibrated. In case you were wondering if there's any sort of...
Thank God.
Yes.
The one on fire?
I think so.
Yeah. Good. Nothing to see there.
Right. Yeah, but systems have been
my
checked.
Johnson's not even maxed out.
I mean, it's one thing to check the systems, but it's another thing to have them calibrated.
Yeah. That makes a big difference.
It does. The calibration process is crucial.
Yeah, like, I mean, if your systems aren't calibrated, then,
yeah.
I mean, what's the point of having them?
I know I'm on fire, leaning to the right, and missing parts, but systems are checked and calibrated.
Right.
Alright, Flood, good. Alright, I think, yeah, you're right. I think I would also say bringing the game to Steam, because not only would it bring back the player base and whatnot, but heavy air. Let's build some anti-air turrets if we can. It would also add mods, of course, and then they could mod the game to be able to disable the goddamn
Phoenix missile
UI.
Oh my gosh, look at all these.
Oh god.
Yeah, we're good. Don't worry. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Because if you could turn off the UI, then you could make really good machinimas. Orange, look out! You're losing!
Oh no! Ooh, I lost one! Oh crap.
It's okay, we can hold the line!
Oh, I'm gonna lose another one. Oh, there's nothing I can do. Run, my boy.
It's okay.
Heals everywhere.
Gone.
Wow.
They can't hurt us. They can't hurt us if we're invulnerable.
Man, I lost another one. That's a little aggravating.
It's okay. It was a sacrifice worth making.
I believe you are
Whoever
correct.
has the least amount of pop at the end of the game, let's pay for a pizza party.
Drop some bunkers up here.
I see you, bunker, and I'll raise you a siege turret.
Well, I see your siege turret and raise you a bunker.
I raise you another siege turret.
I call your bunker.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I see all this, and I go Pelican Transport.
Ooh.
Heyo. I actually haven't used it the whole game.
Really?
That's a lot.
There it goes.
That's a lot.
Alright, we're here.
Oh, a Johnson got evaporated.
Was it mine? I think it was
Oh,
mine.
I haven't even trained my second one.
Meg Johnson.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Tragic. Oh no.
It's okay. Hold the line.
Tragedy has struck Halo City.
Halo
City.
No.
Oh, this is actually awful.
If they ever made an app called Halo City, I would not be happy.
I lost another one, gentlemen.
It's alright. Just keep gunning them down.
We lost the Spire.
They killed the Spire.
Crap.
They looked at the Spire wrong and it died.
Oh,
Gave it a mean look.
Bunker, I choose you.
If anyone has a Johnson,
that's another take actually. Pokemon.
Can you heal my base with your Johnson?
No.
My heal is not back yet. What are your all's thoughts on Pokemon?
Never. I mean, I watched it as a kid, but not like religiously. I know nothing about it.
The games specifically.
Brock is the best Pokemon master. Objectively.
Right. I feel like what's quite amazing is that the games have sold incredibly well on Switch, the Pokemon games, despite them being so mid. This console, like, really? I think they peaked at the DS with, you know, Diamond and Pearl were bangers, Platinum even more so, Black and White were great, especially the sequels, but the definitive best Pokemon games were Heart Gold and Soul Silver that we saw on the DS. And, you know, and then the 3DS, they were largely pretty good, if not great. And then on the on the Switch, it's very You know what I mean? Like, have you played any of them on? Well, I guess not, since.
You know, that's one of the things, like you were saying before, like, you know, you're never into like Nickelodeon and stuff. Like I was never really into the Pokemon games, actually.
Oh, really?
I watched like the show, I remember, and like whatever that movie was with all the giant birds, like the electric bird, and then like
the first movie, yeah.
Yeah, that was like that was like my really only experience with it for whatever reason, you know. So
yeah, no, I get it.
I never had a DS, never had a Game Boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, I used to love my DS.
DS is a go-to machine. I mean, you know, see, you started off with Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. They were essentially Gen 1 remakes, but they used the Pokemon Go formula with the catching, like how it is on your phone. And like that bugged a lot of people. It doesn't bug me all that much, actually. And I actually think from a gameplay perspective, they're the best on the Switch.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Are we good?
I think my turrets got destroyed so hard that the turret slot itself is gone.
Where?
Right here in front of these walls.
That's because the
mini base.
The mini base, yeah.
Oh.
If the mini base gets destroyed, it goes away.
I see. Okay.
we're 95 waves into this, and we're figuring out how this game works.
Yeah, that's right.
I was gonna say, you can tell who really doesn't do firefight.
Yeah. And so then you had Sword and Shield, which I actually like Sword and Shield. A lot of people don't like them. And then you have Diamond and Pearl remakes, which were not good. And then Scarlet and Violet, and don't get me started on them. I mean, those drive me nuts.
Yeah, get them started. Tell us about it.
They're like a high schooler's Unity game is like how it runs, and it's like I don't know how people can actually like just look at it when you run around. It looks awful.
Looks bad.
And it barely runs.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so bad. So I digress. I don't even know what I was saying. But there you go.
Hive
Please
Commander,
enjoy.
Guys, we're screwed. We'll never recover.
Here's another one for you. What about Dragon Ball? Any Dragon Ball fans in the chat?
See, that's like the same thing with Pokemon. Like I don't think I've ever even watched a Dragon Ball episode. I don't know.
We're borderline getting to unacceptable here.
Maybe I'm just like uncultured in that way. I don't know. You know.
I mean, what it's starting to sound like, and please, I'm not trying to take shots, but it sounds like you missed the 90s.
I feel like there is
I was born in 1999.
There is like a good portion, yeah, of like that experience that I just never had as a child. I don't know what it was or why.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I grew up on Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that was another one I couldn't get into. It was just another Nickelodeon IP where I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah, like I have nothing against Dragon Ball. Like I see the appeal. Like I was really into Naruto back in the day. That was like what I used to watch.
Yeah.
It's just like
that was another one.
All the Naruto stuff. But all right, we got a few of these guys coming up, and I think we're gonna be okay. There's not as many as there was before during the tragedy. My base is taking some hits, but you guys are cowering away from it, so it should be okay.
Right, please. I'm sure you know this, but like Dragon Ball's from the 80s, not from the 90s.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, they're breaking rules. They're breaking rules.
Uh-oh.
I don't need that base anyways.
Goodbye.
Guys, look, my mech's about to die.
Oh, I lost another one. I'm down to 15.
We just got 3 waves. We can make it.
And he's gonna have to pay for that pizza party.
I'm taking some hits.
All right, gentlemen. Oh dear.
Thank you.
JJ heal on top as well.
Yep, you know it. Disco ball deployed.
Disco ball, I like that.
Falling
Well,
back.
I've rambled on about all my takes here for the majority of this, so I do apologize.
No,
you're good.
this is what we wanted to talk about.
Okay, please.
Now you can put your name in the title.
we can only complain about the state of Halo and Halo Wars 2 for so long, you know?
That's right.
I think there is a certain level of nepotism,
It's
that,
like
that can get old, for the viewers. They want to hear about other things.
It's like a therapy session, like
yeah, it kind of is.
You know, we all share our pain and suffering of Halo Wars.
Right. It's like
I think all I know.
Yeah.
I think all I know, like to talk about is the bads of Halo Wars right now.
Right. It's like, is 343 in the room with you now? Like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
All right,
But
I have a
still.
topic for that's not Halo Wars.
Okay.
Wolverines are trash in this game.
I thought you said it wasn't Halo Wars.
All I know is how to talk about Halo Wars.
Wolverines trash. Okay, so if I could change something about the Wolverines, I would give them a Y ability that makes their movement faster. So they don't shoot faster, but they can move faster. In Blitz, Cutter has an ability called Double Time. It's really similar to that. That would be a Y ability for him. Kind of like in Halo Wars 1, the Banshees, they had the boost. You know, they could just fucking hyper speed right across the map.
Well, I don't understand why they took the volley away like that.
I know.
That made OPs.
Oh, yeah.
That made
Right.
OPs. I can't speak
fun.
anymore. Made
No, you're
Wolverines viable.
Right.
In Halo Wars 1.
Yeah, and it's like if they're not gonna have that, then they should at least have some kind of Y ability.
Yeah.
And I remember I mentioned that
really
to Renzi, who was like the last employee, the last person employed.
He
to
made
do anything with
Fort
this game.
Jordan. It's named after
Right.
him.
Yeah, and he did a few of the last updates or whatever, and I recommend that to him. I was like, hey, what about giving the Wolverines a Y ability? And he was interested in it. He was like, oh, that's a really interesting idea. But I don't know how much further it got than that.
That was probably it.
Yeah, he mentioned it to his boss, and his boss was like, actually, you're fired. That's the worst idea I've ever heard. And we're gonna shut down Halo Wars 2 just because of that idea.
Last wave.
Alright, wait, everyone, stop. We're gonna find the Hive Commander and stomp him. Let's go.
Alright, I have another
everyone,
small.
Pelican over there.
I have another small take.
Last question: Halo Wars 1 or Halo Wars 2?
Halo Wars. Ugh.
It's so hard.
I mean, I stayed up from
There
I
he
didn't
is.
get home
Stop
from
him.
school.
Stomp his ass. Stop
Don't
shooting
you
him.
feel like Hunters and
Stop him.
Cyclops should be at least able to target air?
I
don't think they
stopped
should.
him. I got him. We got the bonus wave.
My guys won't drop.
Group photo.
Oh,
Hey! There it is.
we did it,
boys.
gentlemen.
Wow. Incredible job. Look at those kills.
Daggum, son.
Oh, I'm like a centimeter closer to rank 99. We only need to do that 80 more times, and I'll get to level 99. So, good shit.
Yeah, that was a good one. Absolutely beautiful.
All
What
right.
should the keyword be? So everyone knows that they made it to the end of the video for them to comment down below. We need a keyword.
The keyword? Oh.
Yeah.
Vulture.
No. Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, comment Dragon Ball Z down below.
Okay. Yeah. Comment Dragon Ball Z down below so we know you made it to the end of this and everyone else is confused when they read the comments.
Like and subscribe and all the good stuff, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.